Hi everybody, Andy Wax, wood and leather doctor, Mount Laurel, New Jersey. As my 12-year-old would implore me to do, hit the like button, the subscribe button, the this button, the that button. What else?
Hit the post notifications and select all so that you never miss a video when we upload.
Yeah, you heard her. Okay, so here's here's my latest video. We're still under quarantine. I'm not taking any jobs right now. However, I wanted to keep busy, and I was making a couple phone stands, and this is one that I made. And there are a lot of different designs and a lot of different ideas on, I think on Instagram, no, on Pinterest. There are a ton of them on Pinterest, and I've made a couple different versions of this guy. One was another piece of wood that goes out like this. This was my idea, to use two 7/16" dowels and just use a sander to shave off the bottom of them and poke them through the holes, and look, you got yourself a beautiful little phone stand and little hole for the wire. It's pink, it's lovely, it's for my mother-in-law. So when we eat with her through FaceTime, we don't have to look up her nose anymore. So, why did I bring this up? Here's why. So, as you can see, it's got a nice routed edge on it. When I did the first version of this one, just to see if it would work, I was going to route the edges and do this, and I realized that with my little portable trim router there, and that's the bit that I used, the problem was it was really kind of dangerous to do this, like this, to that little teeny piece of wood. So I thought, okay, we're not going to do that. And I looked up, portable router tables on YouTube. And sure enough, a lot of people posted some really great stuff, and I got all my ideas from them. I just did it a little bit differently to account for my needs, because I don't do a lot of routing, except for edging. That's the only thing that I use it for, really. I mention all this so that I can say this. Okay, sorry for the change in audio quality. The video that I had, it was edited kind of funny in the phone. So I thought, all right, let me tighten it up a little bit and show you what this thing is, right? So, as I said before, I wanted to make a little router table, and there's my thumb, and I wanted to have it really, really portable, and I didn't have a lot of spare wood, so I said, all right, let's do this. So I routed out, and I had to do that by hand, obviously, because I hadn't built the table yet. I routed out that edging, so you can see that live edge there. And the reason that I did that was so the router could sit upside down, like in a real router table, and it could sit flush so that the top of the plastic there, yes, there, would be just about flush with the top of the wood, right? So I had to route out the depth of that that plastic top to the router. Other people had actually replaced that whole thing with a piece of plastic, but I didn't have any. So I figured, let me route out this. So I routed that out, and then I slide the thing upside down all the way to the back. Now, the piece that you see right there, the cross piece with the hole in it, the first one towards us, so that is meant to help clamp down that router, because it spins really, really fast. It can be pretty dangerous if it's wobbling, and it's certainly not going to be good for the thing that you're cutting. So, yeah, ignore my hand right now. So what you do is after you route that out, you slide that in, and then that piece goes on top of the plastic, and then use a clamp, any kind of clamp, to clamp the edge down. So that really holds it very firmly in place. So you can see that. Now, behind that piece is just another piece of wood with a hole cut into that. And the reason for that is that routers make a lot of sawdust. So I took the hose to my wet dry vac and just put it through the hole in the back, and then that hole in the front allows the suction to pretty much get, I'd say, about 60 or 70% of the sawdust that it generates, and it's good enough. So this thing is not the fanciest thing in the world, and certainly people have made much nicer ones. But again, I didn't have the plastic to replace the top of the router, and so I had to come up with something a little different. So by routing it out to the depth of that plastic, it slides in nice and flush. That cross piece right there mounts on top of it, so it holds it down nice and firm. and the hole is where the hose, as you can see on the upper left-hand side of the screen, goes through there, and there you go. So that holds it down like that. So I'll show you what my daughter and I made. Actually, what she made and I helped her out in the next part of the video. All in all, this stand does a great little job, so I'm very pleased. So thanks very much for watching, and again, hit the like button. What do they have to do again? Come on, tell everybody.
Like, subscribe, comment, and turn on the post notifications.
Yep, you heard her. Thanks.